Hi, Danna Dimitri here with leanhealthyageless.com. You know, Robyn and I feel really blessed to have some conversations with our YouTube and Facebook followers, and it's been kind of funny lately. Some of you have been asking us why we don't do more about fashion for mature women, and it's because we're not fashion experts. Our expertise is in nutrition and health coaching, helping women lose weight permanently and discover their best bodies in life. But we do like fashion and we have fun changing clothes for our videos, and so as just girlfriends, not as experts, I thought I'd do a video today because my husband and I just went to Europe this summer and I chose some various outfits to take and had some fun doing it, and I thought I'd share the clothes that I chose, where I got them if I can remember, how much they cost, and just a few little things about them just for fun. So I'm just inviting you right now to go on my little European vacation with me, and I might tell you a few more things than just vacation, but I hope you have some fun on this trip with me. Well, here Lou and I are on the airplane, and you can't get a really good shot of what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing a long knit travel dress that I got years ago, probably 8 or 9 years ago, from the Boston Proper catalog. I've bought a few pieces over the years, and you're going to see a few on this trip that have served me very well, and they can be a little bit pricey, but the things I've bought from them have always worked really well. Now, because we were on an international flight, the second flight was international, and we got the blessing of flying business class because my husband travels so much, I popped on some yoga pants, and this is just a picture of me in San Diego wearing one of my favorite pair of yoga pants, and so I certainly was not the fashionista in those, but I get almost all of my various yoga pants or exercise pants, whatever you want to call them, from TJ Maxx, Ross, and Marshalls. My go-to when I am shopping is usually one of those three places, and then on occasion I might end up at Macy's or browsing through the Boston Proper catalog. Well, we landed in Paris first. My husband had some business, and we had an opportunity to just take a walk. We were decently rested, and so I popped on these little white jeans from Marshalls and this top from Boston Proper that is a knit tropical peplum top, kind of fun and summery. What's more fun than having some pictures taken on the streets of Paris, and we were very, very close to the Eiffel Tower. Walking that day, we passed by the Dolce & Gabbana store, and I did not even walk in. It's so out of my price range, but I saw in the window these darling dresses in, you know, big floral pinks and whites, and I have no idea, but I'm guessing they probably cost $3,000, $4,000 or more dollars. But what was funny is look at the dress I ended up putting on for dinner that night in Paris. It is a pink and black and white floral sheath that was knit and rolled up in a ball, didn't have to be ironed at all, completely comfortable. And guess what my floral dress cost? $19.99 at Ross Dress for Less. Yes, girls, that's how I roll when it comes to fashion. Don't be embarrassed to save a fortune. The next day was kind of warm in France, and so I put on this really flowy, comfortable, lightweight cotton, black and white print, flowy dress. And it was comfortable the entire day. We were all over the city. In fact, my feet were filthy dirty by the end of the day from walking probably 10 miles. We ended up in the Ferris wheel, which gave us a bird's eye view of France. And yes, you caught me. I'm in a little sweet shop buying honestly, one macaroon, and then sitting on a city street at happy hour, just watching the people go by. Well, Lou popped off to Germany to do some more work before we had the highlight of our vacation, and I decided, instead of going with him while he worked, to pop over to Lugano, Switzerland, which is where we lived with our son Jesse, who is now 21, about 10 years ago. I caught up with a dear friend that I met in Italian class, because that part of Switzerland is the Italian portion called Ticino. Kimberly, I met her 12 years ago in Italian class and finally got to meet her beautiful little son Luca. And this is just one of my favorite trees in Lugano. As we walked along the lake that day, I popped on another Boston Proper find that I've had about 10 years, and you'll see this dress again in a better picture. But it's just, again, a jersey dress that hangs so nicely. I roll it up in a ball in my suitcase, and it's incredibly comfortable. The next day in Lugano, I popped on a pair of little white cropped shredded jeans with this black tank top. Again, I got the jeans at Ross Dress for Less, and Kimberly and her family walked us through the streets of the little village that they live in to a lovely little grotto where we had the most delicious dinner. It was such a fun time to spend in Lugano. And now the best part of my vacation was going to start. Lou was done working in Germany, and we flew together from Munich to Marbella, Spain. And we stayed in the old town part of Marbella, Spain, on this little street where our apartment was a little walk up, with my daughter Jamie and her husband Javi. He is a Spaniard and has moved back to Spain after 7 years of marriage to rejoin the police force, and my daughter will be moving there to join him soon. But we decided to have that vacation time in Spain, and so my husband Lou and I are now fully relaxed. He's not working anymore, and the dress that I chose to wear that first day in about probably 85-degree weather was this little striped cotton sundress that I found at Ross. It probably cost me $10, and of course you need a little fedora when you're traveling, protect your face and so forth. So I found this fedora on the streets of Marbella for about 13 euros, and that was just fun to wear for my whole trip. I actually left it there in the apartment that we rented through Airbnb because it wouldn't travel well. And this is a picture of Jamie and I leaning against a flower-infested wall. They're all over Marbella, and Jamie's wearing actually a cute little dress from Old Navy. And what's really fun is when you have a 41-year-old daughter that's similar size to you, you can share clothes, and we did do that, and you'll see that in a little bit. Well, we had great plans for the first night to see authentic flamenco. It was amazing, and I put on this cute little pantsuit I got at Marshall's. Again, probably $20. The quality of this pantsuit is just phenomenal. Again, a really kind of slinky jersey, stretchy fabric that was so comfortable. I'm going to probably have this, like many things, for years, and it was just a fun thing to wear. And we sat and enjoyed authentic flamenco for a couple hours, and it was just amazing. You're going to see this beautiful dress that Jamie is wearing on me a little bit later. The next day, it was time to hit the beach, and I borrowed this beach cover-up from my daughter Jamie that you can't see all the color, but it has all these colored tassels hanging down the back. And I borrowed her white fedora, and we were off to the beach to have a great time. This big hat that I'm wearing, again, I bought it on the streets of Marbella. I wanted a bigger hat for protecting my face from the sun, so I bought that again for about 13 euros. I don't very often reveal myself in pictures in a bathing suit, but this is a one-piecer, so I'm feeling a little bit bold, and I wanted to tell you about it because it was so perfect for Spain. It's a little bit cut out in the back, but it's got all this, I guess, I don't even know what you call that, stitching, but it's all in these bright colors, and that's really popular in Spain, and it was so comfortable and fun. And you can rent these little areas to sit that are covered with shade, and we happened to sit at this wonderful little outdoor beachy restaurant and had an amazing healthy lunch of shrimp and chicken skewers, and it was just delicious, and we had a marvelous day. The next day, our son-in-law whisked us off to Alhambra. It's in Granada, and it is the ruins or the castle of the Moors, and so we spent all day, again, probably walking 12 hours. And I wore a dress I found 2 or 3 years ago at Ross Dress for Less that is old school, kind of a tie-dye flowy dress that was so comfortable. Again, you're seeing me wearing mostly sundresses, long and short sundresses. We walked miles and miles and miles and up and down steps within these castles and grounds, and so I was incredibly comfortable all day. It never wrinkles. I probably spent $20. I mean, most of the things I buy at Ross Dress for Less or Marshall's are under $25, and I have worn this dress in the summer now for several years and absolutely loved it. The next day, I popped on this cute little jersey sundress that I got. I was a model for a local boutique and got a wonderful discount on it. I think it cost me about $50 or $60. But again, another nice hanging jersey type of dress that you can roll up. You never have to iron it. It doesn't show anything if you spill on yourself. It's just, these are really forgiving. And I'm wearing my daughter's sandals. They're kind of funky looking and kind of fun. But again, it's fun to trade clothes with your kids. Lest you think I'm always in dresses and looking fancy, here I am in a cute pair of little drawstring shorts from Old Navy, a tank top, and my signature baseball cap as my daughter and I go shopping in the fish market in Marbella so we can prepare our own meal at our Airbnb that night. Oh, the colors are so vibrant. The foods are so natural in Spain. You can even eat the bread and not get inflamed because the quality of their food is so much better. Well, you know the dress that Jamie was wearing that first night when we went to Flamenco. I borrowed it and I found this beautiful door that I could not resist. And this dress was really fun to wear to dinner the next night, which was our son-in-law's birthday. It is fabulous, and I'm gonna wear it again. We didn't do a lot of shopping in Marbella, but I found a beach cover-up really similar to Jamie's white one with all the little tassels and everything that went so cute with that black bathing suit you already saw. And so I wore that to the beach the next day. Here's another one of my favorite sundresses I've had for about 5 years. I actually got this from the Venus catalog. I used to buy a lot of bathing suits from Venus, and every once in a while I find a really cute dress, and this one has served me really well, great quality. Another, requirement, it doesn't wrinkle, rolls up in a ball, and is very forgiving and comfortable. Okay, now we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I found what I thought looked like a really Spanish-looking dress at, yes, guess where? Ross Dress for Less for $19.99, and dressed up in this dress to go out to dinner with my husband, and it's one of my favorites. We had an amazing dinner our last night in Marbella, Spain, and just kind of enjoyed feeling like I had my Spanish on. Well, it's almost time to head home, so we stayed one night in Malaga, Spain, where we were going to fly out of the next day, and now you can see a little bit better picture of that cute Boston proper dress I had on in Lugano. Here's the sad thing, ladies, you can mourn with me. I can't find that dress. I have a terrible feeling I left it at the hotel in Malaga, Spain. So this may be the last we see of the dress. Well, that's my fashion for the summer. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't say that I've got great tips for you other than wear clothes you love. If you're traveling, taking things that don't wrinkle so you're not doing a bunch of ironing, and just feeling comfortable and having fun. God bless. Have a great rest of the summer. I hope your travels are great, and happy shopping.